Okay, so today I'm going to teach you how to wash a wig. And of course, this will be my very first time teaching people, so I'm very sorry if it doesn't go completely through. Alright, things you will need is a basin of water, which needs to be at a chilling temperature, room temperature preferably. If you don't, try not to do very hot water because it will melt the wig, and then we don't want that. You also need a wig that is needing of a wash. And you also need cheap shampoo, but no offense to people who use Suave. This is just the cheapest one I had in my house at the time. And then you need a towel folded and ready for whenever you're done with it. Alright, I will be teaching you this, and it shouldn't take that long, but I'm going to change perspective here so that you can see what I'm doing at the time. Okay. Alright, if my camera falls down, I'll be very upset. First, you're going to take the wig, and you won't need the wig head from here on. You will now submerge the wig in the water very gently. You have to be gentle with the wig at all times, because the problem is with wigs is that the fibers can come loose, and if you're too rough with it, a lot of hairs come out. Just like what you do in your own shower. Whenever you take a shower, your hair comes out. The same happens with a wig. Okay. Kind of swish around a little bit. I usually pat it. It's up to you. The problem with this wig is it has a lot of gel in it, so I'm thinking I might have to wash it twice, but we'll see. Okay, make sure it's nice and wet. And you pour a little bit of soap onto it in your hand. Start to gently rub onto it. Everybody has their own way of washing a wig. This is personally my way that I found best works out of washing a few wigs. I don't reuse wigs very often, personally. Usually what I do, I wash it. Anyway, enough stir chatter. And especially on these really hard spikes right here and such, I'm going to need to wash this a little extra. And be prepared to use as much soap as you want or need. And also, the ending result will be a tad curly, considering the fact that this was a curly wig. So I'm scrubbing it. Let me make sure it is recording, because I'll be very upset if it's not. Okay, it is. Alright. Need to hurry up. Alright, and then you're scrubbing. Don't get for the drying or the washing out part. So unplug the sink. Plug the water, make sure it's not hot or anything. Really lukewarm. If at best. And then wash it out. Make sure there's any soap left over. That will suck. sometimes wig fibers are permanently going to be stretched, so do not be surprised if after a few washes something still doesn't go back to right. It's just how wigs are plastic. They're not supposed to. They can be bent in certain ways, like most plastic can. And be very gentle with it. Try it on your fingers too to make sure it's tabbed it if all the glue weren't came out. Also, I should have done this earlier, but if there's a stubborn spike, gently go like this with some soap on it, and just very gently. And sometimes it will run through. Run your fingers through it. Switch positions again. Alright, from here we take the wig, lay it down very gently, move the stupid wig head. Alright, and pat it just a tad. I'm going to rewash this one because I can feel some of the spikes still held. Anyway, this part, people usually, this depends on opinion, that this is how I do it. I shook it a little bit. But then I just gently fold it over, make sure none of the fibers will be folded over because I don't want it to dry folded. Ew. Alright. Press down, make sure nothing's folded again. Okay. Then you'll transport this then you should transport this to somewhere that it won't get mine getting wet in case it leaks through a little bit. I usually put mine in the bathtub when no one's going to be taking a bath for the rest of the day. Let it sit for about a day and then check on it. Never brush a wig if it's wet or going through it. It is really bad for the wig and can stretch the fibers, and it makes them very vulnerable, so I just really wouldn't do it and wait till it dries. You know when it dries? When it dries, then put it on a wig head and try to style it. Alright? If it doesn't work, try washing it again. Alright? Thank you for listening.